My name is Sophia Ellenberg, and this is my site proposal and master plan. Starting off with the plan, it's subdivided into three areas, with the most left area being dedicated to artist spaces, studios. You can see the studios are in the orange color, and then having communal artist areas also to create a private and secluded workspace. And then moving to the right, you get more public functions and more semi-public areas with a library and a computer lab, and paths going around them to the gallery, the office, and the caretakers area. The Kids Museum is set up to kind of be dispersed throughout the site, with the main entrance point here, a playground, which I'll go into more detail later here, a science lab classroom here, and an observation lookout tower. The parking lot serves as the main public space with a multi-purpose area, and then a cafe going into the additional multi-purpose area, the kitchen, and gardens and crops, which could be vegetables and corn as seen here, and then keeping the existing pharmacy as it is. And so as you can see in the plan, all the buildings are very angular, and their geometry is meant to build off of each other and build off of the existing buildings, while also complementing each other. And the gardens work as buffers and barriers around them as additions. And so the entrance and exits are marked, the main one being at the front with two back, and then one keeping and preserving the entrance going to the artist area. And then just showing how the most private area is still the artist area, and then going into semi-public, and then the most public at the center. The sections show off the corrugation and the two multi-purpose spaces in the roofing, and they use the same cuts and angles in differing heights so that they have a similar geometry that works together, and they're tall enough to just see above the wall from the road. These 3D program diagrams show the artist area as a communal courtyard and garden within their private zone, and then the second view shows the gardens adjacent to the library and tower as what it could be for the people of the area. So this shows the parking lot able to serve as multiple functions. So one serving as a main entry and focal point for the site, and then transforming into a market function with pop-up tents and tables, and finally also serving as overflow, stage, and seating area for large performances that need additional space. So this is the children's playground area, and the sculptural playground equipment relates back to the overall geometry of the site and of the buildings. And these bushes and gardens act as a barrier to kind of work as a fence that keeps the children in and provides them safety from the parking lot and from the paths. It's adjacent to the entrance to the Children's Museum, which could also serve as a art gallery display for the children's art, and an entrance point for them. And so this playground is just a small piece in the larger Children's Museum puzzle of the site, but they are all connected together, and it's adjacent to the library, and it's adjacent to the gallery and shops, and serves as a nice private area in the semi-public space for the children to gather and play. And then this would be the large multi-purpose space off of the parking lot, which is also connected to the cafe and surrounded by gardens that work as smaller subdivisions as well. You can see that it creates a division between three main spaces, one that can be used for dining off of the cafe, and one that could be used for exercise or yoga classes, or if there was a small group wanting to gather, and then a main area that could be used for performances with some built-in seating, and for larger scale things with the ability for it to overflow out into the parking lot if needed. And so the space flows from one to the other, and creates a nice subdivision between the three areas. And so that is my proposal. Thank you.